Oxygen!
Damn! That's some mixed reactions right there. Fucking hell. Everyone loves Joyo, but
the team that were never going to be here, but goodness me, are they milking it and loving it now, taking down Team Vitality in the previous round. I think it's fair to say, Gibbs, they've certainly earned their right to this stage of the competition.
Oh, absolutely. They played fantastically throughout the Swiss, Oski, and then Archie in the middle. The defensive masterclass versus Vitality was done by all three members of this team. But this crowd does not like Europe. But they do like one European, and that is that man right there, Joyo.
Everyone likes Joyo.
Everyone loves Joyo. The fan favorite. The crowd is going to get behind this team, and let's see if that plays a factor.
I honestly don't think it's possible to not like Joyo. Just one for his personality, but the way he plays Rocket League as well. Such an exciting guy to watch.
Oh, he's incredible. When he is on it, he is impossible.
What?
He is the dream team member to have sitting next to you in any situation possible. But I gotta make a mention to Oski. He's been a little tiny threat.
Oxygen looking ready to go. Their opponent on the other side.
And introducing their opponents on the orange side, champions of the Copenhagen Major, represented loud and proud by the green suits. Please welcome GentleMates Alpine!
toss-up match, if you ask me. Could go either way.
You want to talk about impossible? Let's go back to the Copenhagen Major, where the GentleMates, the EU 4 seed, something that has never been done before. An EU 4 seed winning the entire major. They went 3-0 in Swiss. No one predicted them. Then bracket every single round. No one picked them. They were the true underdogs, but we saw what that team was made of when it comes to in front of the crowd. They perform.
Player one is Seiko, the silent assassin. Not the loudest of these mechanical masterminds, but certainly one of the most deadly. Next to him is Itachi. He must just be a nightmare to play against.
Oh, for sure, especially when he's on it and back, and same said for GC. Everybody, the big question has been, can they reset the mental headed into this match? Seeing the vibes, this is a completely different look and feel than what we saw in their last matchup. They look good.
You have the Copenhagen Major MVP in Juicy, the European MVP in Itachi, the best all-fall player in the game. Let's see what he does here. Let's see what magic he can make versus his EU counterpart versus Oxford.
I mean, I feel like GentleMates.
Yeah, now I'm kind of second guessing my decision to choose Oxygen over GentleMates, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, on the other side here, Oxygen, they've been the surprise of the World Championship. I
But,
feel like
you know, they've pulled it out before, they can do it again. I mean, I still have that feeling, but
100%. This is two
I don't
very
know.
different storylines, and yet for them to be meeting up, facing off right here, right now, this is a new level of pressure, and also a new level of pride on the line for Oxygen. I mean, again, you're coming into this one, you find out last second that you have the opportunity to attend, you're starting to get your things together, but you're pulling it off. That's what's more important to note. They have been pulling off what nobody thought they could do.
I feel like you've got, I don't know, you say like a new level of pressure, new level of pride. The thing in Copenhagen, Cole, was that like we looked at GentleMates and we kept being like, yeah, okay, they won that match, but they won't win the next one. Yeah, okay, if they won that match, but they won't win the next. They won't beat Vitality. They won't beat Carmine Corp. They won't beat G2. And until they're holding the trophy, and we're like, wait, at what point should we have seen this coming? It's a similar thing for Oxygen now. We're like, okay, yeah, they made it out of the Swiss, but can they make it any further than top 8? Nah, they're running into Seiko, right? Are we doubting them too early?
I mean, any land is a reset, and especially a World Championship, and especially the World Championship for Oxygen, who, until a couple of weeks ago, didn't even think they'd be here. This is actually Archie's first ever top 8 at a World Championship, so already doing better than he ever would have thought possible. To answer your question,
That's actually really
I don't
crazy.
think we can quite say, you know, looking back now, wow, how do we not see that Oxygen were going to be the winning team? I don't think they're at that level yet. Get past GentleMates, and to me, that's when we can start having that conversation.
And both these teams went 3-2 in Swiss, but they lost to top 4 teams. We see the Mates losing to G2 and BDS. On the other side, it was BDS and K-Corp for Oxygen. If they win here, they'll play the loser of one of those top 4 matches and see if they can redeem themselves and move into that top 4.
Man, when we're thinking about the player matchups here, there's so much power on both sides. You have world champions on the side of GentleMates. You have LAN veteran, LAN ice ball, like just the ice lord of Joyo. He just never falters under pressure. Is there a player-to-player matchup here, Cole, you're looking for?
I'm certainly looking at Joyo for Oxygen. I think that one's fair to say. And to me, it's Itachi over on GentleMates. He's the one, the main disruptor. He's not the flashiest player, but he's certainly the one that will make things as simple as possible for his teammates, and he's the player they turn to in those times of need.
That's a very valid point. The other person to keep your eyes on is Seiko. If Seiko is quiet, the whole team feels just a little bit quieter. And once Seiko is on it and involved, because Itachi and Juicy, when they're duoing and they're doing their things, Seiko can sit back and throw his hands up at that point, but you get him involved, they are a titan.
And the Mates defense, we always say you have to be an amazing team to beat that defense. They don't make mistakes. You can either be an amazing team or you can be 3 freestylers as well. And that's what Oxygen is showing up here with. We've seen them make plays out of nowhere that could disrupt the defensive Mates. We also saw that Oxygen, their defense looked fantastic versus Vitality.
Come on.
You say as well, freestylers for Oxygen, but of the 3 of them, Archie is the least mechanical. But this event, he has scored some fantastic goals. He is looking comfortable. He has stepped his game up. And apparently, in that time he thought was going to be leading up to the offseason, he was on the training packs, and it's been working for him.
Well, it's time to make our picks up here. Let us know who you think is going to win in chat, Herc. I know you've been sitting here debating it literally up until this very moment.
Literally, I have texted production 2 different answers in the last 30 seconds, and I still don't know. As much as I want Oxygen, as much as I love Joyo, I can't go against GentleMates. They do it, they pull it off every single time. I got them.
This crowd's going to get behind Oxygen. I'm not going to rally them, though, this time. I'm going Mates as well. I think Mates are going to look fantastic here.
I think GentleMates, it's the LAN, it's these events where they play their best Rocket League. You know, Seiko's won a World Championship here before. Everything's going to be comfortable for them. I think they're going to take it.
You're turning your back on Joyo?
I'm not turning my back on him. I just think he'll lose. That's okay. He's done well.
We won't be sad if they win, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm also picking GentleMates.
Yeah. We see our group of 30 over there.
Go with that. Go with that.
Jesus Christ, look at them go.
Noisy suit of green suits up there. I feel like I owe it to GentleMates after not predicting them a single time in Copenhagen to continue to believe in them until their run is over. They are the LAN boys, in my mind, of 2024. How does chat feel about it here? It is split down the middle. We're very split on the desk as well. The emotions are everywhere, but they are the fan favorites in the building.
Big
they
split.
Are the fan favorites in the chat. It is time. Let the playoffs begin.
The Swiss is all over. The tiebreakers are all over. We have our playoff bracket finally set. And now, the rest of our World Championship is best of 7. Championship hopes and dreams.
But it's a song.
Have 7 games to die or live to fight another day.
Oh.
Oxygen looks to continue this impossible story, but the champions of Copenhagen have no interest in fairy tales. This is the playoffs. This is winner go home. And Texas, this is Rocket League.
Fuck yeah. Come on!
Oxygen have the potential to do the funniest. Will our green just have what it takes to evict
Oh,
the
dang.
Copenhagen champions, the playoff Super Saiyans? It's game 1 brought to you by Progressive. Loser goes home.
It really is going to be a battle to see if Archie can continue on this journey through. And immediately, he looks like he's got a little bit of something to him.
Joyo! Oh my fucking god!
See how he's been performing defensively. But on the other side of things, GentleMates, they have the forever top 4er in Seiko. Different vibes going on for each team, and Oxygen, they are here to take as many scalps as they can after taking down the reigning world champions.
They may be going up against the pink wall, but the Oxygen have had a break.
Seiko! Oh my god, what a save from Oski.
They'll keep this at 0.
What the fuck is this game already?
See just how this crowd is going to be influencing things too. Archie with the ball trying to go
Oh, he
for
went
150
low.
versus Seiko. And Joyo, he is that
Too
fan
easily
favorite.
read.
Every time he comes on camera, people clap, people applaud. He is such a sort of after person to meet at these events.
Oh!
And he goes for the attack immediately. In the first minute for
Jesus.
Oxygen, decent pressure.
And Oxygen need to unite. It can't just be the Joyo show. And Archie, I mean, I casted up once. He had 8 saves in one of those games. Oxygen, they keep some of the best offenses, especially at bay.
God.
But how will they fare against GentleMates, who I predicted them as my champions because there's just something different about playoffs. Seiko's still trying to get a good pinch towards the net to center it out, and at least Itachi's keeping Oski busy to turn around.
Oh my god.
Juicy gets involved, double commit for Oxygen, using now a lot of boost to lead this to a transition, and Archie whiffs.
The swipe against from Archie, didn't get nearly enough on it.
Oh my
Barely
god.
anything realistically. And you look towards the GentleMates roster, we talk about Seiko. I'd like to focus on one of my fantasy players, Itachi. He has been such a non-performer so far in this entire event, but Archie on the other side of things.
That was a
Nice to push against
pretty
that
good
defense.
50.
But yeah, Itachi, his goal assist saves.
Oh!
Gets bumped out the net to Seiko. Chance for Juicy to go from that back line. Carries him in the backboard. Itachi trying to continue along with that play, but Juicy is going to be the man from GentleMates to push further down the pitch.
Oski using all his boost. Itachi, he had the crowd behind him when he walked on stage. Itachi, with a little bit of French twang to it, and you'd love to see the support behind GentleMates.
Oh.
The big ball is here, and so is Seiko in the net. Archie!
Oh! There we go.
Archie gets
Pressure from Joyo and Archie with the finish.
put in the
No
net by
defense is
Itachi
saving that
to
shot
Seiko
anymore.
might have had it.
Not in that
Itachi
situation.
takes it out of his
Hell
grasp,
no.
And the first goal awarded to the Impossible Squad.
Oxygen could be seen as the underdog, but man, they have made a lot of teams stressed. This is some of the best Rocket League we've seen out of Oxygen.
I'd say the best. This entire tournament
Yeah.
has been the best they've played. And do you know why? No pressure. You're here. You're already starting from a point where you didn't expect to be.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And Oxygen have a lot to prove, especially this man
Ooh.
right here with the double.
Archie being nice
As
right
Itachi
now.
brings it to the opposite coast. Joyo with the 50 almost forced to Archie. Juicy got a hand up. Oxygen keep the rally going towards the back wall.
Well,
Itachi
Oski
sends it right back.
would have kept
to
that,
where
to
it
be honest.
came from.
Ooh.
And Archie's gonna leave that to Joyo, and Juicy sensed the moment to strike.
And you know what? It's
That was a big
again.
mistake. That almost cost them a goal.
Oxygen defense
Jesus.
Looking stressed, looking stretched. Archie with a massive miss. 100 seconds as Joyo clears it from its own half. Tachi to intercept in the midfield.
They're all there.
Archie. Well,
That's
rather
not what they
Oski,
want. That
but Joyo gets in the way with him.
Seiko didn't get the best
Oxygen
launch,
need to
really under
calm
that
the
ball,
fuck
so it
down a
lands
little
in the
bit
midfield
now.
in the hands of Oxygen to
Shit.
fight tooth and nail. Itachi and Juicy have no boost to really
Uh-oh.
challenge these aerials, but
Joyo had
Joyo
space, but they
spewing
cut him
to the
quickly.
right. Not able to force it to a second man that was a little bit behind.
Oh, what a
but
fake.
Archie just head first, keeping the ball low, right where GentleMates are comfortable with the musty Juicy. Tough for Seiko to work with, but as long as it doesn't go to Joyo, there's a plan for GentleMates, but it comes back to the orange half.
Juicy getting the
Oh.
overall musty of this series. I feel like normally that goes straight towards
Minute
Joyo. He's
left.
taking his tricks straight out the bag. And when you see Joyo get comfortable, there will be a musty coming through. Leaves that ball towards Archie, drops it low, picks up the 100 boost on his way.
They're just locked in right now. You can see the synergy is just going crazy right now for Oxygen.
Pinches out far, falls back down.
This is really good for them.
Itachi taking it high.
It'd be so fucking funny if they didn't even make it to the world, if they didn't even qualify for the World Championship, and then they end up somehow magically winning the whole thing. That would be incredible.
This could be a good hurrah. Last 30 seconds for GentleMates to find the tie. Juicy to Itachi, pops it up quick, even towards the back wall after seeing the Joyo approach, giving time to Seiko. Itachi with the bumps, but Oxygen jumped out of sight.
He attempts the tap and smash. Yeah, great idea, but you need to get it in the corner or something, pal, especially with two keepers. Goes low, can't get it past Joyo, however. Final 5. Crowd as ever going to remind you what time it's on. Archie only finding Juicy, does not bounce high enough. High towards the backboard. Archie now attempting a bump. Itachi, though, cannot get there. Juicy to pick it up. Falls to the ground.
Wow.
Oxygen
Okay, Oxygen are holding strong right now.
Down
Oof.
and to shut out the greatest Oxygen. This is good. I mean, it's only one goal, but for how much they stifled the offense out of GentleMates, that's what you have to keep note of. Oxygen's defense.
This Oxygen squad is certainly something special as we watch the Mobile 1 high-performance replay. And it was halfway through the game. Seiko taps it high, and you just see Itachi struggling, thinking, okay, I can take it to the corner. Instead, he sends it to the corner of the goal, and the crowd enthused, elated by that news that they end up getting goal number 1. Hello, everybody. We're in the dark, and now the lights come up. Hey, how you doing?
We're like almost the same height when we're sitting.
Yeah, we're sitting down because otherwise the framing just doesn't quite work with us two.
I wear my heels too. Sitting is much more comfortable. Got the crowd behind us. I mean, the pink wall is to our right, and the very threatening Joyo wave is what I'm looking forward to seeing. In a good or bad way, I guess.
Oski taking the inaugural wave, saying, look, I'll set you up. And then as soon as Joyo knows that camera's going to be on him, we'll get it through. Archie, bear in mind, at the end of the Vitality series, looked over the PCs, looked at them, and waved goodbye as he sent them straight back to France from Fort Worth. Game number 2 here on Forbidden Temple. And we see Oxygen with that lead, and immediately... 5 seconds in.
Fucking hell, brother.
There is no
Oski with the pinch in the corner. And that was so incredibly quick. Holy shit.
Below that defender, and just the quickest of shots of Oxygen to get the ball rolling off of kickoff. And GentleMates.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you serious? There is no way.
Oxygen start game number 2 with a handicap. Juicy, yeah, sure you get a demo pal, but why not just take the shot, Archie?
Time and place for those demos. Oxygen
I said I had a feeling, and then I started questioning it, but now I'm kind of that questioning it kind of gone away.
When they are on offense, like now Itachi it over and almost
The miss like that ain't good for GentleMates at all.
Itachi off the ceiling.
Oi! Okay, yeah, I mean, fair enough, that was pretty fucking good. Made the defense so awkward with Itachi, and then, yeah, Seiko was just in the perfect spot for it.
Seiko may well not have scored that goal. Brings out his patented pew pew goal explosion with the cowboy hat. Saw that a couple of
No way! What just happened?
Guys, maybe let's tie it up a little
What?
bit on the one set piece in the game, yeah?
What?
Joyo on the kickoff there, and it could pass that second clear.
It was a fake kickoff. Fake kickoff from the first man, wanting it then to go straight into the guy who cheats up. Instead, just a little bit too far to the side. I think it was Juicy, not centrally positioned nearly enough.
Europe and their kickoffs, man. And after all that effort from GentleMates, right back to the same differential. Juicy hasn't anything to work with, and Itachi at least.
Oh my god, this is so awkward.
On the retreat, but Joyo's harassing them. Oski has a free backboard. No, Itachi got there.
Hit it way too hard to one side.
Get really above this ball, but he can't get past.
Oh, Juicy. Oh, what a save from Oski.
Find ourselves a minute in, 4 goals scored, but 3 to the good for Oxygen. Oski tries to tip it high above Itachi, is not quite able to. Joyo now going low with Seiko following up on the side wall. We see these plays build and build. So far for GentleMates, they've not actually become anything other than that.
Oh!
Stunning block from
What a
Itachi.
save from
Itachi
Itachi.
not just get shoved into a locker just now. It was a 1v2. He handled that beautifully. Cannot afford anything else. There's plenty of time, but Oxygen Oxygen are stopping them. And Joyo's going to keep the ball low against Itachi, who thought this was going to the ceiling.
Oh
You
my
can't overthink
God.
against Oxygen.
I think so far we've just seen
Good move
GentleMates
from
not
Joy.
quite have that
Was
same
that
glitz,
wasn't
that
Joy,
same
yeah.
glamour
Oski.
that we normally praise them for. A double commit on the back.
Oh my. This is not good for GentleMates at all. They're falling apart right now.
GentleMates were testing the waters, but man, the waters are looking rough. This is so uncharacteristic for them to be bumping into each other, to have these overestimations.
There's no way the GentleMates are gonna go out like this early. I mean, it's not early at all, but comparison.
Come down quick enough. Juicy forcing it to Itachi. Now has to get below this ball, but Archie, time and space. But GentleMates have been trapping them in their own half, and Juicy manages to steal some boost, and GentleMates can keep the press. But how can they build lethality? How can they carve through these posts? And Oski may just help them break out, but no, GentleMates keep them.
Oh, Seiko! He misses that! That is not. That's. Wow. Oh, okay, we'll have to go.
Secure a goal.
That is uncharacteristic. Whoa, my brain. Uncharacteristic of Seiko. He normally slots those pretty easily.
From Juicy in key moments.
Great shove by Juicy. The waters may have started rough, but it seems like GentleMates find their heads above it. And it was all starting with stealing boost, keeping Oxygen, scrambling for it. Now off a kickoff, Itachi just trying to sandwich Joyo against the wall. Now Archie up high, gets it past Seiko. Itachi won't let them use the corner too well. GentleMates and Seiko gets back to the net. Juicy with the send off to Itachi. Oski will collect. Not a lot to work with, searching for that second man that's nowhere to be found.
Oxygen have just come out swinging. Oh, Jets! Jesus. Fucking hell, Seiko. What a pass from Juicy, but yeah.
Look at Juicy fight through all the villains.
Oski just sadly knocks that in.
GentleMates now within one.
Jesus. GentleMates are waking up now.
It back from that 2-0 scoreline, that 3-1 scoreline, the closest they've been since kickoff to level with Oxygen. Seiko, a reset, has boost. But Oski's just a little bit close to it, so he's going to shy away from that challenge. Itachi up high, can't get around the side of Joyo. Opportunity for Juicy to now put a little bit of pressure on.
Hop.
Yeah, for GentleMates, it's been pretty pass heavy. What a pinch from Itachi.
Close.
Oxygen on their toes. With Demos now
Oh,
Archie.
Archie.
Archie on his chance.
That would have been pretty nasty.
Joyo wanting to slow down Itachi. The mind games, the fakes. Seiko up next. Oski right behind. Joyo. Everyone is trying to outbody Seiko. It's not gonna
Oh, but Joyo is just so fast.
He's just quicker than you.
Jesus.
In the previous game, and Itachi and GC barrel each other out of the way. 2 goals again for Oxygen. They have conceded 3 in this game. 90 seconds. GentleMates, can they bring even more back to them? Already 8 in the second game.
GentleMates
Oski,
so
what a
good
beat.
at working through that chaos. There was 4 players smashing into each other.
Oh my God,
and then
Oski.
Joyo has collected that so fast now. Creeps by him in the midfield, and Archie will be contested. GentleMates getting more and more aggressive. But how can they find those beautiful passes that they've done before?
Oh no, that's not great.
Back. And GentleMates send it back, and here's Joyo with a shot. GentleMates back and forth they go.
Archie's jumping for it. Like there's no tomorrow.
Itachi can't get a good bounce off the corner, and Oxygen are barely keeping this offense back.
My God.
40
seconds left on the clock.
With every single shot, but so far they've managed to keep most of them out. Oski setting it long. Itachi's going to be on boost. I can only tip it high. Joyo, the first of it, does get bumped away from that charge. The final 30 in game number 2. Seiko a reset. Oski's going to free jump it. Goes low. Itachi can move in, tries to barrel it through. That
oh my God.
Again with a save.
The fakes out of GentleMates. How are Oxygen staying calm,
resilient,
and still able to keep it blocked? Oxygen up by 2 with the 11 seconds left.
That could have been a slaughter if Oski read that. But I mean, how was he meant to, really?
That's it. It's going to be the moment. Game number 2 to the good for Oxygen.
Oh my God, Oski. Wow.
Lemon, we go 2-0 for Oxygen. I don't know how many times we can say it. The team that was never meant to be here.
A lot of just
Like,
great control from Joyo and the reads. When there's all types of chaos happening on the sidelines, Joyo with a pre-jump will find GentleMates lacking. But I don't think GentleMates need to be too worried. I felt like they started to find their stride. This was the old GentleMates we're more used to seeing.
I mean, you say find their stride, what, 10 seconds, 2 goals? Like, yeah. They found their stride in the middle of the game. I completely agree, but this was just such a kick in the teeth to start you off. Brilliant aggression.
Those
So
two
well played.
kickoffs, those 2 kickoffs didn't happen. This would be a different game. So if GentleMates just kind of open their eyes a bit on the kickoff, this will be a completely different series.
Wow.
These reaction shots from the way are so funny.
Timeout.
I'll say
got a timeout being called?
different goals. If it's for your team against your team. The green suits in the corner. I'm not going to say they're in the majority here in the arena.
There's a lot of booing.
having a lot more fans, yeah.
There's some booing going on on the desk. And
I mean, look, we see how calm the Oxygen side are. Then we switch sides of our stage, Juicy, making sure they talk it through, they figure it out. They then go to a brand new vibe. Timeout has been called. Now our first timeout here at RLCS Worlds 2024 in Dickies Arena. And it's a chance for both teams to speak. They just add 1 extra minute on.
I think really discussing those kickoffs is going to be key because 2 crucial goals out of Oxygen came from that. And especially figuring out where to best position to react quickly, because it seemed like Joyo was quicker to the punch when all of that broke down.
You just saw a minute ago as well, Snasky, the coach of Oxygen, turning to the crowd, baying for them, saying, guys, you're on our side, we know you're on our side. Everyone in Oxygen turning around, wanting to look at the support that they have. Certainly the favourites here, garnering a round of applause. Game number 3. 1 more is going to be putting Oxygen on series point and moving through to a top 6. But this is a chance for GentleMates to stem the bleeding, stay alive, stay composed.
Anytime before this tournament, no one would expect Oxygen to take a series this way. But the way they showed up to Worlds is an Oxygen that should have been here all along. The future is bright, especially for a man like Archie, who has really stepped it up for Oxygen, that has made this match close, especially defensively. And Oski with these random challenge wins to look and make GentleMates.
Oh my god, Archie, no. No way. Oh my god.
Chance to get this away from Seiko. Archie contests the corner, back to Oski.
What was that touch?
No one there for Oxygen.
How did that pop out like
It's going to
that?
be a nice little chance for GentleMates just to alleviate the pressure. Archie up, no reset. He's going to snap it on towards the backboard. Seiko sending it long in the midfield. Oski to receive and a reset. The second reset. It's going to land, gets the wave dash. 1-2, flick. Wide of target, but you see the imagination from Oxygen.
GentleMates have been stuck on the orange half, though, lacking boost, and now Juicy is demo. They constantly have to reset physically, mentally, and you hope the timeout at least help one of those things. Noski with these 50s, he's still forcing it to his teammates.
Bro, it's just unrelenting pressure from Oxygen. GentleMates can barely even touch the ball without just losing it or making no progress.
Catching this ball up high, Seiko with the backboard, letting Oxygen throw shots towards them. Now it's for retaliation.
Ooh, that wasn't good. That was a mistake.
It's actually smelled right in the walls, continue down the pitch. What a pass across two. It's a massive mistouch from Joyo. You don't normally see that boy get nerves. When you're 2-0 up, you have, yes, some insurance games, but you also don't want to throw the series away. It's only one. The GentleMates, that will be
can't win at all, I guess.
Off the kickoff. Joy wants to bring it back entirely, gets a reset, but just sends it corner bound.
And wanted maybe a better backflip to get that ball back to Oski. Good attempt, and look, the counterattack is Juicy with just a pinch towards the box. And GentleMates, this is the first time they started off with a goal after the timeout. Like you said, confidence is everything, especially for a team like GentleMates who thrive in this crowd environment. But it's Oxygen that have a comfortable lead in the series. But Juicy has a lot of traffic in the corner, but it bounces out to Itachi. Missed the double, and maybe it's a fake. And GentleMates missed their chance.
That's a big miss on the backboard for Oxygen too. They are far from perfect. A snapshot. Oski, keep checking the defense. Seiko, a dribble down pitch, only gets to the halfway line. Itachi's going to take over, but with low boost, he now sees that one glowing orb in the corner. He's going to take his chance. Joyo, one to the right, up, reset, gets it round one, but Seiko's going to shut him down. Halfway through game number 3, and GentleMates to the good.
Joyo's so good at control on the ball, just so quick to bring it up, but he's going to need some help against such a tough team. And Joyo with a big win, and then Itachi, he's been a brick wall back there. You just cannot use that backboard or the sides of the net. Oxygen are gonna have to be creative. This timeout really changed things for GentleMates.
Oski trying to get that one central. We see Archie now starting to wait and lurk. Before we saw a couple of passes come through, no one was there for Oxygen to capitalize. GentleMates, a good chance for Itachi to get this one away.
It was looking like game 1, but instead it was, instead of being Oxygen's way, it's GentleMates' way.
Chance after chance after chance, but just that 5-10% missing out on a double fake. Itachi.
Oh my god.
Nearly pushing past in a very terrible
Itachi didn't get that touch there, that was a goal for
So they're
Oxygen.
gonna have to come up with some plans.
No way, they would have
resources.
given up that
Seiko has a lot
opportunity.
to work with this time, and Itachi just collected. What can Seiko do?
Oi.
50 this against Archie. The dunk attempt was nice, and GentleMates can go in for round 2 to draw out those defenders. But Juicy can't get this past the pinch. As Oxygen, it was a pinch that got away from them as well. Possession has been tricky with how fast the pace has been. But Oski flies up with wings, Joyo below. See if they can connect, but the ball got away from either. It's been really tough to play this fast and controlled.
Great idea from Joy there to try and go for the bump. Doesn't make contact. That's certainly what they need. GentleMates have absolutely controlled this game. Juicy, oh my
Oi!
Archie, that lean back defense, dodges.
Oh my
Manages
god.
to get out of the way of Juicy attacking him. Now attempts to prowl it the way down the pitch. Itachi up high, Joyo sees one on the right. Oski with a collection. Boost, flip, sees in midfield. Archie with one demo. And saving the skin of GentleMates. 2, nearly a swipe across.
And Oxygen are really good at mitigating aggressive
Come on,
offenses,
Oxygen.
just like in their match against BDS. But Oxygen,
I want a
really
series,
had a tough time
but
getting
I also
the
don't at the
wins
same
going.
time.
Just because you don't have any time on the ball to think, to assess, and with the
No.
Oski puts the brakes on, but he just can't stop in time. The ball had the path, he was not ready for it. You see him break there, turns away, isn't able to do it in time. Huge full breeze from Itachi, just puts the pressure on, rewarded with a goal. It's 2 now for them.
And despite GentleMates getting boost starve, all of this scrambling is something that individually GentleMates can outthink. And it's Oxygen, that trail, and it's Juicy and Seiko. Now Seiko's getting moved. And GentleMates are not making this transition easy. Joyo and Archie, who do you look at in the box? Third man from Oxygen can't press as Oski steps up.
Yeah,
this is
okay.
a dead game for Oxygen, and GentleMates show up,
It's
and
2-1.
show out.
Game 3, going the way of the mates. Joyo wants to finish it as soon as he can. That was after their timeout used to perfection. We see Eversax using his words, making sure that
Get
his boys
sore
know
feet
back
too quickly.
to the game plan. They had cohesion in that one, completely different vibe compared to what we saw in games number 1 and 2. They made sure that they were a team that were playing for each other, not just for themselves. And I think Itachi especially, finally in this tournament, showing up.
And I talked about how I already felt GentleMates start to find their groove before that timeout, because it was kickoffs that are frustrating, because out of all the teams that are good at kickoffs, GentleMates are definitely one of them. Wasn't expecting that kind of level of strat from Oxygen, then timeout happens. You can, I mean, I'm assuming what's being downloaded here, but that's something to address, along with being boost starved. GentleMates still were able to manage that stress. They can lay back and wait for their moment. GentleMates are a patient team like that.
We see Snatsky delivering just as many words over to his team. And I think it's so important to make sure that, especially Oski, after conceding that goal, didn't necessarily decide things, but it was still an own goal. You still feel that, you still think, oh, if only I didn't score that, maybe we had a chance. So 30 seconds left. It's more unlikely, but still. Game number 4 kicking off now. GentleMates have brought 1 back, but still Oxygen on the cusp of that series deciding game.
After finishing with about 150 points, Joyo has had a much quieter game as the one carrying the cape for Oxygen when it comes to solo plays. And Oxygen can't afford to have one of their best options, but maybe he's unleashed now. It bounces off Archie doesn't know what to do in that moment as he just tries to be a wall in front of GentleMates' counterattack.
And we're seeing these bumps come through as well. Finally on the defense, nobody on
I missed something.
wanting to have any amount of feeling comfortable. Their comfortability is
I don't know what it was, but I missed something.
to play against Oxygen now. I think GentleMates have definitely been going for those bumps and those demos a lot more effectively. Oxygen realizing, all right, boys, you'll play dirty, we'll play dirty.
Archie rising to the occasion. Off the ceiling, good control initially, but GentleMates, they lay back. They can give up that midfield to Oxygen and take possession. Close any kind of windows of opportunity from Oxygen, but maybe Oxygen got to get physical in that same way. Oski having to use all
The control on a car that some players have, like Oski there. Jesus, that was incredible.
Doesn't get under the ball as much as he liked, but actually Itachi was high up, so that's fine. Oski against Juicy, both bumped off the ball. And the backline stands.
And let's think Archer on that previous play too. He had like 90 boost and still rotated via the mid boost.
Oh my lord.
You're gonna stun.
How did Archie spin like that?
And you've done that. That's exactly what that came from. A single boost pickup has caused and changed the path of the last 15 seconds of this game.
Oh, that's in. That is in. My camera's frozen. Fuck it.
Sure that he gets the opener.
Misflips are so rare. Maybe thought Oski would have gotten in the way in time. And GentleMates will get the first one, just like in the last game. Momentum builds for GentleMates. They're only going to get stronger from here. Unless Oski has something to say about it. Wanted to run into Itachi. This is forced to Archie. Oski doesn't get the corner boost, so GentleMates can play hot potato. And they even get a successful transition off of this. Juicy wants to get into Oski's way. Itachi can't do much either. Can Oxygen do something off this corner? And GentleMates have the beat.
Confidence. That's pure confidence read there from Seiko. Pre jumps it on the corner, double taps it down, pushes it into the blue half. Job done. See you later. Oski goes long, but to seemingly no one. Joyo is going to be waiting and lurking. Archie with another missed touch. You don't want to see him, the golden boy of Oxygen, start having these kinds of errors.
GentleMates, oh, Juicy. Getting Oxygen back and stealing boost. This is now a boost problem on Oxygen's side.
Oh my god.
And Oski having issues. Joyo not having a lot of boost. Seiko misses off the ceiling, but Oxygen keep clearing. And Joyo seeing GentleMates not immediately jump on this. Now Oski against Juicy, getting it past, trying to center this out, and it bounces to Archie. Awkward from the side. See what he can do.
Yeah, very awkward from the side. I think Seiko there just doing the right thing. Be patient, take your time, don't need to rush, we've still got the lead. Seiko now, gets it down towards Itachi. He does get the shot off, but then runs into the ball on his way back out. That is going to be on target. Archie wants to help it on its way. The Seiko has to try and read both Joyo and Archie committing together, and I'm seeing these mistakes start to happen much more often for the boys in green.
Archie cannot get nervous now, not after how this tournament has been for him and Oxygen. Now Juicy, time and space. Joyo, perfect jump to just stifle this in the midfield. Oski playing by his side, turn the play around. But GentleMates are playing too deep, too downfield. They always have two.
They're all so fast. It makes it so hard to read who's going to hit the ball and win it.
He's definitely the player that I've got most eyes on, purely because this is his best performance he's ever had at a LAN. Statistically, he's outperforming anything that he has done. Joyo working back on that play, but is going to be under pressure from Juicy. One chance round the side, up high, Juice rotating straight back in, shot on target.
Oh my god.
Can continue on it, but with time ticking down, Oxygen, they need a goal.
Time is becoming the enemy, and GentleMates, they just keep getting Oxygen floundering. One solid clear from Archie, Oski down. Seiko, there's always someone in net for GentleMates.
We're also seeing the fact that GentleMates, they've wrestled back control of this series entirely. It was controlled by Oxygen. Now the story is utterly different. Itachi, right-hand side. Low on boost.
Still close though.
Maybe something magical. The magic does not spark on that occasion. Joyo, Oski back down, bottom corner. But Joyo and Seiko team up for a big enough clear.
This is GentleMates with a huge response, a huge save. It may only be by one, but there's still 22 seconds left. But this game has felt so dominated by GentleMates. This Oxygen, are they hesitating? Are they scared? There's so much sitting and watching, and reactive play style is one thing, but letting GentleMates be in the driver's seat for this long is another. Couple more seconds, Oxygen, it's here and now. Joyo up the corner. Oski turning around with a full tank. Itachi trying to get this on the ground. 0 seconds. Right to the defense. The ball is still
down.
up, but it's in the blue half. GentleMates take the game.
Almost at the final
Jesus.
Oski receiving the infield pass, isn't able to get anything from it. The ambition was there, the execution was not. GentleMates are dead level. 2 more for them, they go through to the top 6. And as I've been saying, Lemon, this has been a genius timeout coming through from GentleMates. Do we see Oxygen do the same thing now and take a timeout of their own?
Absolutely. I think this is the time, especially netting 0 goals. It's a tough one. A 90-point game from Joyo. Last time it was 150. What is stopping Joyo? Is it himself or is it GentleMates?
There's going to be nerves. That's going to play a part of it. Previously, such a historically icy player. Doesn't care what's going on. He's like, boys, I'm here to play Rocket League. But with GentleMates in front of you, you're going to struggle to play a lot of the Rocket League that you want to play. It's that play right at the death. Archie does find Oski, but the defense from Seiko is stunning.
Oski has registered the most amount of shots, and everyone hold on, 3 shots for Oxygen, but it's the fact that they're just so readable. He keeps going for these low placement shots that are right at GentleMates. They're saved so easily. Blindfold, the GentleMates can save these. We need to build threat. We need to think about placement if you're Oxygen.
Building threat is a great way to go about it too. And they're going to have plenty of time here in the timeout. Another minute, this time in favor of Oxygen. Try and stem the flow. Make sure that with GentleMates, they don't continue on this rampant run through your team. And it worked so well previously for GentleMates. Took theirs, they won 2 in a row. Easy peasy, do that now, Oxygen. You win the series.
I think there's a lot to figure out on Oxygen's side, especially for a player like Joyo. What is stopping them? Maybe it is just a mental thing. You know, laughing, smile. Like, I'm seeing GentleMates laugh and smile, getting back to their form, getting back into their stride, now more than ever. And it's not just about GentleMates playing their own game, but killing the crux of Oxygen, which has been Joyo. And with Oski being in the middle of that, he's trying, but shot placement, I think, is all he has to fix. And if there's anything else in the strat book about kickoffs, Oxygen better pull that out now.
And we saw how prominent this kickoffs were earlier on. They got 2 goals on one of our previous games. Cool. Move on with that. We sink ourselves deep underwater. These players are digging even deeper than that. Game 5, kicking off. 2 more, and you move through our tournament.
Look at Oski go. No time being wasted. Archie involved too. Joyo playing a safe 3rd man. As Archie and Oski are now bumping into each other in timeout. It's about getting organized. You're not seeing that in the first 20 seconds, but GentleMates sit back. They let them develop. And Archie too far forward now has to back pass this to Joyo, keep it to himself, and look at Seiko. He's lurking.
Seiko, I think, has gone so under the radar when we look at how this game has gone, this series has gone. And you know what? I think it's because I just always expect brilliance from him. And he has continued to deliver that level. He has been consistently throughout this tournament a stunning player on the side of GentleMates. Statistically, one of their greatest players, offensively, defensively. You put him wherever you want, he's a chameleon and he will perform. And that has not been any different here versus Oxygen. A pitch being opposite bottom corner. Juicy to clear it away, but only finds Oski. Archie up now for it.
Oh my.
Right-hand side is going to be the site of our next battle.
Playing against GentleMates means playing perfectly. Oxygen really needs to be careful.
Oh.
These first touches, and especially that one. Juicy popping it up to draw out Joyo. Itachi readies, and to the side it goes. GentleMates, it's still being forced into their lap. As Joyo dances against Seiko. Juicy on the retreat to hold down the midfield. 3.5 minutes. Oxygen, the first touch is what matters. How you can dribble it across. You can't always depend on these passes. Someone to back you up when it doesn't start off well.
It's a minute and a half into the game, and do you know what I mean? It's GentleMates. They're continuing with this pressure. They're struggling to get out of their half Oxygen. Finally, it may well abate. Oski towards the opposite backboard, immediately chases the man down. Itachi knows that he's got boost behind him. Has to clear it away. Itachi now finding Juicy, but Joyo with a back pass intelligently finds Archie. Side wall pinch. Gonna go in the right direction, but with no one to follow, it's not gonna lead to much.
And in the past 2 games, Archie's been the best performer for Oxygen. And if he has to step up, then it has to be him. As much as Joyo can be touted as the best player Oxygen has to peak if they want a chance to get through the GentleMates.
I was having a sip of water then, and I felt like I needed to spit take if that was going to find its way through. Trying to go for that Devo shot.
Oh, Joyo.
Unsuccessful.
That was close.
Again from these boys. Halfway through the game, Itachi up for one. The double is there for him, but Austin's going to shut it down. Continues pushing the midfield. Archie now to collect, but Juicy acting as his annoying little brother and taking that ball away.
If Oski doesn't get the best of 50s, I like that he's still going for the follow-up and not over-trusting and thinking someone is there, but that backboard is there. Archie plays the 50. Juicy wanted the dunk.
Low boost plays right now.
But with no boost, he can't follow through.
For both
Going
teams.
for that play versus Archie. Archie had nothing. This team on low boost defense is phenomenal. We saw Joyo get a top play from that, blocking out Zen, saving their series. Archie up high, Oski the only man to it. We see Juicy, opposite corner, taking it.
But I'm seeing better shot placement, something that's really stressing the
Oh
defense.
my god.
In their faces, GentleMates with the counterattack. And Oxygen wanted to do the same thing, but the 50 slows it down. GentleMates have to deal with Archie. Seiko not floundering, not worried. And with that demo, he's free on the ball. Now playing this against Oski, wanted it lower. Gravity against him as Itachi holds on. Still a 0-0 game for the series lead.
I mean, how dead level is this? Like, GentleMates came out, they did well off their timeout. Oxygen, yes, they stemmed the flow, but they have not turned the direction. Joyo with Juicy. Goes opposite back corner. 1 minute left. Game 5. High midfield, sent long. Seiko trying to get that reverse dunk, can't quite secure it.
This is really close all of a sudden. I mean, those timeouts definitely make the difference. Right. Oski's just there.
And now everyone's colliding. This opens things up. Itachi up against Oski. Joyo in net. Archie sailing by. At least Oxygen, we're ready and wait. But just based on possession,
30 seconds.
It's been a GentleMates game. But who's going to score is what matters. As Joyo holds the corner of his net. Seiko wants to cut rotations. Oski with boost. And Oski steals the boost, but he doesn't have the ball.
It's such a nervy game. Nobody getting anything on the board so far. Oski a backflip, sends it high, but only Seiko there in the midfield. He just takes it a little bit lower, on target, a shot, but a regulation save from Joyo. Tachi with a decent amount can get a reset over Oski.
Oh.
Middle. Juicy does come in.
Ooh.
Seiko keep it high on that back corner. It's going to be
Still
Oski
up.
taking control.
Okay.
Does get it to the ground.
OT.
And overtime
Fucking hell.
option.
Overtime for match point. Doesn't matter about what happened in regulation. It matters who scores now. Can Oxygen find the energy?
Oh.
Right now they're stuck on defense, and that's what's won them games before. Archie with the ceiling reset.
Oh, he didn't get enough on the right. He didn't get it on the right spot.
It's all up to Joyo, the last man standing, and Archie gets back to help.
Beautiful save from Joyo.
Jesus.
Keeps it towards the opposite corner as well.
Oxygen are cutting it real close right now.
Take it low, but doesn't use it in the best way. Joyo dusts Seiko to that ball. Attacks it down, doesn't do anything with it. We're seeing Oxygen beat out GentleMates consistently, but there's no follow-up. There's no secondary play. Juicy up. Acts as a smoke screen for Seiko, who comes in, but Joyo on the backboard to take control up high. Kisses the ceiling, gets one reset. Not round the side of Itachi. A minute into overtime. 6 minutes without a goal.
It's been tough for Oxygen, the solo plays. GentleMates have had so many people in the net, but GentleMates are knocking at the door here.
Oski.
Overtime, 1 minute's gone by. Oski can win the 50 against Itachi. Off the wall, no boost, just going for the shot. Joyo forced to put a hand up. Juicy will be able to grab possession, or even Itachi too. This has been a GentleMates field, and how do Oxygen get out of their own heads? How do they get out on offense and show them how it's done?
Oh my god. Oh, the bump. Oh, to Joyo. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Archie. Oh my god.
When they were trailing, when the shovels were out to start burying Oxygen, they steal away the game. Match point.
And gentlemen, you just witnessed a play that will be on tomorrow's pre-show.
That is crazy.
I am stunned
but he got the pass off. Oski securing 600 points in that game.
Holy shit, look at the saves.
Shots, you can see so clearly, 11
That was 10 saves.
4 for Oxygen, and Oxygen come away with the dub. Look at Archie get bumped on his way through. He has to land, put a handbrake on, turn, flip, send it back towards Joyo, who then moves of his own accord below the crossbar.
Holy shit.
After this game, can we please break that one down?
Archibald, man, what a setup. We can't stress
That reaction from Archie when
setting
that
up Joyo.
went in is always crazy.
Step up. It's not the Joyo show. This is an Oxygen team that is now on series point against the Copenhagen champions, one of Europe's greatest. But this series is not over. This was an extended overtime where Oxygen barely pulled through.
Here on Neo Tokyo, it could all come to a close. The Copenhagen champions versus a team that were not meant to be here. Game 6, here we go.
Now Juicy is going for the solo play. Oxygen in net. I think it's gonna maybe come down to these counterattacks because GentleMates have so many warm bodies in the nets. And then
What a start for Oxygen.
Immediately, Joyo says, I can't get the ball, I'll go for the man. Bumps him just out of the way. Any flip that Juicy had is going to be negated by the body of Joyo. An early lead for Oxygen. So far, they've done well with holding them. Can they do it when it really, really matters?
Oxygen have tried to get physical. GentleMates are just so good at avoiding that contact and keeping themselves alive. Now it's Oxygen with finally a breath of fresh air, a goal to get the spirits going. Now Itachi and Seiko playing close. Joyo breaks it all up. Juicy on his way back, barely avoiding Oski. Archie, a high ball that Juicy climbs up for as Itachi has the team pinch, but it's Archie in a 1v1 against Seiko. And GentleMates, they're okay.
Oski will be the man to receive in the midfield, but with low boost and a flip, he can just 50 it nice and low on the ground. Joyo with 100, cannot beat out Itachi. Juicy can beat out too. Seiko shot on target. Oski, goal line saves.
Oh, ball
Joyo has time and space.
Trying to smash his way through. Bulldoze if he needs to. But it's cement in the net. GentleMates, Joyo again. To Archie and Seiko. Beats him to the punch. There's a good chance. Oski involved too.
The fuck was that? What is GentleMates doing in defense right now?
Where GentleMates, they had utter control, and Oxygen snatched defeat, or snatched the win rather, from the jaws of defeat against them.
Bang.
A minute and a half gone. Oski's gonna be leading this charge. Archie smashed them out of the
Oh
way.
my god.
Sorry, Oxygen, that one didn't deserve to go in. You reset, make it cleaner next time, please.
Team bump becoming a strat, just adding a little extra oomph to the shot. The Oxygen.
Oski was wishing for more than that.
GentleMates have been really good at reading these shots. It's taken everything out of Oxygen to find the gap. As Itachi tackled Oski, trying to get rid of the ball. As Seiko collects, wants it to Juicy, but man, a defense is alive and well for Oxygen. But Itachi with time, with Seiko down low, it forces it to him, but now he's awkward, trying to get better control. Now looks for bumps, and Oxygen stabilize.
Halfway through the game, in a long pitch between Oski and Archie, found in the clutches of Seiko. The player that has been #1 for GentleMates, sends it long enough. Archie there to save that one away. Oski to the ceiling, a reset. Can dunk on Itachi, who is, I feel like, perennially low on boost. A demo at the back. Seiko
Archie.
And the double crossbar does not find its way in for Archie.
That was almost insane. Juicy didn't get the corner boost steal. And Seiko can buy time for his rotations back. Juicy, and nothing for Oski. Midfield for Oxygen. Joyo seeing the challenge from Juicy.
Oh, he didn't land properly.
He's on the retreat. As Oski now wins the 50, but Juicy won't let this center it out. Itachi, Seiko on the wing. Archie breaking up the play. Oxygen still up with less than 2 minutes. Here's Oski playing the 50, and it's still playable for Joyo, but a low ball that Juicy catches. Here comes Archibald. He's been a winner before, and still GentleMates continue to save.
Oh my god.
This ball being said high repeatedly. It's going to keep burning.
This is so close.
It's become a lot more awkward. Oxygen wanting to challenge versus anybody on GentleMates on target again. Juicy, everybody on the mate being pushed to their limit. 80 seconds before the Kings are knocked out.
This is still a winnable game for GentleMates. A ton of shots have been dumped into their net, but they only find themselves behind by 1. But they gotta get up and get loud. And it's Oski in the corner, but he loses that to Seiko. And here comes GentleMates.
Final
minute left.
Oski up to receive.
Good call off from Archie.
A potential final nail in the GentleMates coffin.
Will this be the last we see of GentleMates?
Oh, my camera's frozen again.
They've always been destined for top 4. And if anyone was going to kill GentleMates, it wasn't going to be Oxygen. And wow, a kickoff that almost caught GentleMates. And Archie gets it.
Oh my god.
Oski, the double.
Oh my fucking god. What a pass from Archie. Holy shit, and Oski just shut on all 3 defenders of GentleMates.
Like a ballerina with a boxing glove. Sends it bottom corner bound. And
Oh
Oxygen
my
it's 3.
god.
Large Oscar. They have just put
That is 100% game over now. There is no way GentleMates can come back.
And there's less than 40 seconds. It's Juicy, it's Itachi, it's a top
Ooh.
angle. And Joyoski protect the right post. Juicy needs another chance.
30 seconds.
There's still chances here for GentleMates.
Oh.
Give me another shot on
The
target.
defense is holding strong. No way. Oh. Oh. That would have been nasty.
18 seconds. Itachi gets robbed by Oski. A 50 that's killing crucial seconds. Joyo's attacking the ball. Oxygen swarm. GentleMates, they then pull out.
No fucking way. Oh, they left. Oh my god, Seiko left the game. Well fucking played, Oxygen. The underdogs of the century coming in out of nowhere, making it all the way. Oh my god.
In Europe, top 5 was not enough. Fortune favored them. The Kings of Copenhagen.
That's so fucking crazy.
As Oxygen achieved yet another
Oh my god.
feat.
Hey, if this story continues the way it's going, we might be getting a documentary from fucking... I can't remember who they're called now. But yeah, someone's definitely making a documentary about it. Oh, it was Speech, but Speech doesn't do Rocket League anymore. Never mind about that. But fucking hell, my head is spinning after that. Jesus.